everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Becca from At Home in the Sun, and today we're going to be doing a cash unstuffing. So on this channel, we do use the cash envelope budgeting method to do our finances, to save up, to pay off our debt more quickly, to be very intentional with our money and make sure that we give every dollar a job. And one of the most exciting parts of cash stuffing is actually unstuffing the money. So today we actually have a lot of things to unstuff, and when we unstuff the money, we take the cash out and we replace it with placeholders, which basically just holds a place in that envelope, and we put the real cash back into the bank, put it into a savings account, or put it where it needs to go. So this to me is actually more exciting than cash stuffing because you can see how much progress that you've made in each of your categories. So let's go ahead and jump right on into it. So I do have my pen and paper here. I do need to make notes of how much I am taking out of each category and putting back into the bank so I can make sure that I have everything in order. So we are going to be unstuffing 8 different categories today, including 3 of our savings challenges. We're actually unstuffing my 20 envelope savings challenge today. I decided to unstuff this one with everything else so you guys can see the progress that we've been making this year. So let's go ahead and get started with my 20 envelope challenge. I did mention that we are using this money to go towards wedding related expenses for my niece. So we did have her wedding shower this past weekend. It was beautiful. Everything was wonderful. So I did end up pulling money out of this to help pay for some of the things that we needed to pay for the shower. So the total that I ended up pulling out of here was $370. So we did have to contribute some money as co-hosts of the shower, and also we gave them cash as a wedding gift. So when I pull this out, $370 will be missing from it, but I'm pretty sure there is still a lot of money in here to unstuff. So let's go ahead and unstuff all of this. And I was trying really hard with this challenge to stuff big amounts into here. Now her wedding is not until June, so we have a little bit more time to save, but you guys know anything wedding related is expensive. All 3 of my kids are in her wedding. We do have to travel, not too far, but we do have to travel a little bit, which will involve a hotel stay and food, and also we have to board our dog while we are away for the weekend at the wedding. So all of those things have to be taken into consideration, as well as have to get outfits for my kids to be in the wedding, and then if my husband and I, want a new outfit. So all of that has to be taken into consideration. So let's go ahead and get this unstuffed. It's so exciting to unstuff this. I did kind of like flip through, and I got kind of an idea of how much might be in here, but we're gonna count it together. All right, so let's put everything in order so we can count it. All right, so we have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 520, 540, 560, 570, 580, 590, and 595. Let me grab my calculator. All right, so 595, let me turn it on. 595, let me write that down before I forget. 20 envelope has 595. Okay, and I did say that we pulled 370, so let's see how much we actually saved in total. So that would be plus 370. So in total, we actually ended up saving $965 in this challenge. That is amazing. Almost $1,000. That's crazy. So 595 is going to go back to the bank, and I don't need a placeholder for this because we're just going to put it in the bank. And I'm going to restart this challenge. I actually already started it with my pink version of this. So I've already restarted this. We are still saving for that wedding because this will not be enough money for everything that we need to cover. Like the hotel just the hotel is over $300, like the hotel stay. So that's, you know, almost all the money right there. So we're gonna continue to save for wedding related things. All right, so that's our first thing unstuffed. So let's move on. Let's do this one. So I did start this challenge this year in January of 2024. And so this one, we are working one envelope at a time. So I did complete this envelope. For this challenge, it's really fun because you can pick how much each letter is worth. So for this envelope, I picked $5. So each letter was $5. So we saved a total of $50. So we're gonna go ahead and unstuff that. So Sunny Vibes, we unstuffed $50. And I decided not to save all of this to the end of the year because this is gonna go for an extra debt payment. I know it's not a huge amount, but anything that we can throw at debt will help bring like the interest down. So we're gonna go ahead and unstuff it and put it towards that debt because I really wanna hit our debt hard this year. So we are working on the second card. This one is gonna be a little bit more money. When we unstuff it, it's gonna be $140. So we will be unstuffing these as we go throughout the year. All right, so let's do 12 month. I also decided not to save this one until the end of the year to unstuff. I'm gonna unstuff it every month. I wanna unstuff every month as we get it stuffed. This money, the plan for this money is to go towards our savings, like basically our emergency fund, our emergency savings. So January is done. $50 a month we're saving in this one. So once again, not like a huge amount, but it's still 50 extra bucks going towards our savings that can get a little bit of interest in our high yield savings account. So I'll unstuff February sometime next month in March. I didn't do this last year. I think I saved everything to the end of the year and then unstuffed it, but I feel like it's better to do it this way. $50 because of interest rates and stuff like that. All right, so $50 from 12 month. All right, so let's go ahead and do some of my binders. So I'm gonna go to my high priority binder first, and we're gonna be unstuffing, I think, only one thing in here. So we're gonna be unstuffing vet visits. So my dog doesn't have to go to the vet for a while. So I want to take this money and get it back in the bank. So we have, let's see what we can do here. 100, 200, 250, 270, 290, and 300. Let me count that one more time. 100, 200, 250, 270, 290, 300. Okay. So for this one, we are going to use a placeholder. I didn't use a placeholder for the savings challenges because I don't need to do that for the savings challenges. So this one is vet visits. And we are putting $300 into the high yield savings account. So let me grab out, I have so many placeholders in here. Yeah, there's like a huge stack of them. All right, so we're gonna pick some placeholders. I need 300, so let's see. Oh, that one would be so cute, but I don't have 3 100s of that one. Let's see. 100, 100, 100. That one doesn't match as well. Let's see. Let's just do this one. So 100, 100, 100. Okay, so when I'm doing like my cash stuffings and stuff, I'll know how much is in the bank. That's what the placeholders are for. So let's put that $300 into vet visits. Okay, and I think that's all we're unstuffing. Yeah, that's all we're unstuffing from this binder. All right, so let's put our $300 over here to go back to the bank. This is so fun, oh my goodness. It's so like satisfying to see all this money that we have saved going back to the bank. It's so great. All right, so let's go to another binder. Let's do this binder. So this is also a high priority binder, high priority sinking funds. So we're not unstuffing piano. Home care is empty. We are unstuffing car care. So we finally got to 1K for car care. I'm so excited. Car care. All right, so right here is what I'm writing down. The actual cash is going back to the bank, not the actual total represented by the placeholders. That's not what I'm writing down. Just the actual cash we are taking back to the bank. All right, so I do already have some of this money in the bank. I have $500, $600, I have $700 in the high yield savings account already. So for just the cash, we have 100, 200, 250, 270, 290, and 300. Count one more time. 100, 200, 250, 270, 290, and 300. Okay, so $300 in cash is going back to the bank. And then we're going to trade out all of the placeholders for a 1K placeholder. All right, so let's see. Which one should we use? That one. Yeah, that one matches. Let's use that one. So there's a 1K slip. It's so exciting. All right, so $1,000 officially in car care. That makes me feel so good. All right, so car tags, that is staying. Life insurance, not unstuffing that. We are gonna unstuff lot tax. This is saving up for property taxes for a second lot that we own. So I wanna go ahead and get this money back in the bank. It's not a ton, but I just wanna get it back in the bank. So we have 100 and then 20, 40, 60. So 160, let's just do a 100 slip. I'm gonna just keep those 20s and do a 100 slip. So let's do that one. Okay, so $160 in lot tax. All right, and let's see, subscriptions, no, and debt, no. All right, so this one is done. So let's move on to my homeschool binder. All right, I think we have a couple categories that we're gonna be unstuffing in homeschool. All right, so curriculum, staying, that one's staying. So I think we're gonna do subscriptions. Okay, so HS subscriptions, homeschool subscriptions. Let's see what we have here. We have 100, 120, 130, 140, 155. So let's do 150, 120, 100, 120, 130, 140, 150. So let's do 150 back to the bank, and we'll keep that 5. So I need a 100 and a 50. So let's do, right, let's do that one. 150. All right, so that one's unstuffed. What did I say, 150? Oh my goodness, I didn't write lot tax down. How much was that? I completely forgot to write that down. Lot tax. Was it just 100? I think it was just 100. Let me make sure. Yes, okay. Lot tax was just $100 going back to the bank. I can't mess this up. I gotta make sure that I get everything just right so I don't get, you know, the cash is all mixed up together. Okay. Evaluations is staying. Okay, we're gonna unstuff homeschool field trips. Okay. So we have 110. So we're just gonna do a 100 slip in here. So 100, and let's do that one. I don't want to do that one. I want to do a different one. I love these clear ones. Let me do a clear one. Those are really cool, and I never use those. So let's do a clear one. All right, so $110 in field trips. Okay, so let me count and make sure that I have got everything. I believe I do. So I should have unstuffed 8 categories. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so now let's count and get like a grand total of everything that I'm gonna be taking back to the bank. All right. So we have 100, 200, 300, 400, 5, 6, 7, 8, 900, 1,000. Let me grab my calculator. 1,000. 100, 200, 300, so plus 300. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 220, 230, 240, 250, 260, 270, 280, 290, 300, plus 300. And 10, 20, 30, 45, plus 45. So the grand total is $1,645 that is going back to the bank. That makes me feel so good. And honestly, I've been kind of in like a budget funk the last few months. I've been doing some overspending. There's really no excuse for it. Like, my health hasn't been that great, so I've kind of let myself use that as an excuse for overspending, which is not a good excuse, but anyway, I'm working on it. But this makes me feel really good to see that we have saved this much, and that's going back to the bank and to their corresponding categories. So thank you guys so much for spending some time with me and unstuffing some of this cash with me, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Have a great week, guys. Bye.